blood. Why, hello there YouTube and welcome to a Revolting review. I am Random Ross and today I'm reviewing Dracula, or Dracula A Love Tale. So this is a 2025 French adaptation of the classic Gothic tale Dracula that is based on the work by Bram Stoker, that is written and directed by Luc Besson, starring Caleb Landry Jones, Christoph Waltz, Zoe Bieu, Matilda De Angellis or something, and Guillaume de some, I'm not pronouncing that name. So, as I've already said, it's an adaptation of Bram Stoker's classic, retold in this French adaptation. So, when 15th century prince denounces God after the loss of his wife, he inherits an eternal curse. He becomes Dracula, condemned to wander the centuries. He defiles fate and death, guided by a single hope to reunite with his love. So, of course, if you've seen the classic tale, you know of the classic tale, you pretty much know what the rest of the plot is. So, what did I like about this one? Well, I've always liked this classic tale. Hell, I've even retold my own version of this in fan fiction as well. And, you know, basically, Dracula, in the modern sense, is immortal in literature. I mean, since 1897, when the book was published, there have been countless adaptations, and, you know, basically, you know, Dracula is all pop cultural and that, you know, and in this one, it had, for me, I got strong vibes from the 1992 adaptation, Bram Stoker's Dracula, where it showed him like as an old, frail, pale man, and then he regenerates and gets younger the more blood he consumes. We also see him trying to unite with his love, who he believes Mina Murray is a reincarnation of. We get Christoph Waltz playing the priest, but come on, is Van Helsing. Yeah, Christoph Waltz is Van Helsing, even though they never officially say he is the Van Helsing, only father or the priest is Van Helsing. Also, we see a few other characters changed around and altered, such as Maria, who is basically the character Lucy, Westenra, only she's reimagined into Maria. And we see, other characters in there. We don't see Renfield in this, but we still get Jonathan Harker in there, and as I said, Dracula. So I like the Gothic setting as well, the dark Gothic visuals. This film is French, but is actually spoken in English. So despite the film being French, it's got American actors in there speaking English. So basically, you don't have to read any English subtitles for this. Unless you're French, you've got to read French subtitles. But yeah, like I said, it's an English spoken French film, like The Fifth Element, and probably many others I can't think of the top of my head. But yeah, I liked this one for the Gothic tone, the sad beauty in it as well, and those scenes where we see Dracula and Mina together, how he wants to be with her and united with her and stuff. And we also see that Dracula has minions in this that are gargoyles. Yeah, gargoyles in Dracula. I've not seen that in an adaptation before, or at least to my knowledge, but yeah, Dracula having gargoyle minions. Sure, why not? I mean, they were okay effects. There was some CGI in there, but what do you expect? It's the 21st century. They're going to get something in there like that. But what they made work practically was good. There's this whole scene as well where we see Dracula going through all his lives, trying to find his love Elizabeth, and we see a whole montage of him in different eras doing different dances and different dance styles. Those scenes just had me watching for some reason or another. Of course, Christoph Waltz, you can't go wrong with that man. He was in Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein, which dropped on Netflix back in November, and we got him as Van Helsing in this version as well. Great German actor. Is he German? Austrian German. So he's So always is good as an antagonist, but also can play a protagonist very good as well. Like I say, this had a good score to it, a good Gothic score that kind of, as I said already, gave me vibes of Francis Ford Coppola's Bram Stoker's Dracula from 1992. Of course, Dracula is in the public domain. He's been retold so many times, and there's so many versions of this character, that in this. But I'd say this is probably a decent adaptation I've seen in a while. Definitely of this current decade. I mean, it came out. What year did it come out? It came out in 2025. Yeah, in July of 2025 in France. But has only just got released internationally, or at least in America. I believe it's on Prime for a fee, so you got to pay to watch that and stuff and what have you. But it's also it says here scheduled for release in North America in February 26th. And like I say, it's on Prime for a price and that. So it's been out a while, but reason why they're releasing it now internationally, I don't know. Sometimes films just are like that. But also, I got to mention the score before I forget. The film was scored by Danny Elfman, who is no stranger to Gothic cinema because, he has composed so many films for, Tim Burton's works and films. So, we've seen him in that. Heard him in that, not seen him in that. But, of course, they were going to get Danny Elfman. Luc Besson, I don't know if I've seen anything else of his works. I know that he's of course I have. The Fifth Element. Yeah, he directed that. Yeah, what directed us? Like Luce, seen that. Dogman. And so he likes to make a lot of films in English. So I have seen more than just The Fifth Element from him. This adaptation of Dracula, like I say, is probably one of the best ones I've seen. This one actually came to my attention from another horror YouTuber, Tracy over at Nerd Smush. She reviewed this film, and when I got word that, this film's been released widely, I looked it up and went, it's on Prime. I mean, it's cost a bit of bob, but was it worth me paying for it about £3-4? Yeah, I'd say so. It's about 2 hours and 9 minutes, so I'm glad I watched it. The guy they got for Dracula, Caleb Lundry Jones, I've seen him in a few other things. I believe he was in Get Out, and like I say, I know the guy. I've seen him in a couple things. I thought, he would have not been my personal pick for Dracula, but he worked well with what he was given and did a good performance playing the character. So, do I have any flaws with it? Maybe that it's took this, maybe that because the story was probably predictable as hell because I've seen and Dracula so many times. I've read the book a couple times, so I know the story. I'm familiar with the source material, but I'm always eager to see a new, different take on the Bram Stoker's creation. So, ratings. What will I rate this one? You know what? I will give this probably 4 stabs out of 5. 4 stabs because it kept me watching. So, yeah, there you go. There is my review for Dracula 2025, or Dracula, A Love Tale. So let me know, have you seen it yet? Have you had a chance to see it? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Is it just like all the other adaptations you know of from that? Let me know down in the comments below, and if you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Share it with your friends, and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. I've been Random Ross, and this has been a revolting review on Dracula. So, until next time, don't have nightmares.